What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Major Music Recap. I'm Kevis Major, DJ and music producer. And in the Major Music Recap, we're just going to be discussing anything that is major in music and in culture. Like and subscribe. Also, go over to my Instagram. I was going to say Facebook, but go over to my Instagram and give your boy a follow. I'm trying to grow these accounts to 1,000 and then 10,000 and then 100,000. You know how the game goes. So it would go a long way if you could hit the like, the subscribe, and go over to IG and hit me a follow. Yeah, major music recap. There's so many things that is happening in music and in the music world, but there's one thing that stands out today, and we're gonna get into it, and that is J. Cole crashing out live. I think he was in front of his own audience, his own fan base, when he delivered this shocking apology to Kendrick Lamar. But we're gonna get into it in just a minute. First, I want to just talk about this quickly. Recently, an episode of Bridge of Lies that I featured on aired. If you guys don't know, Bridge of Lies is a UK TV show. It's a game show hosted by actor celebrity Ross Kemp. And yeah, your boy was on there winning some cash with the gang. This is one little clip here.
The boss, talk to me.
You're on six.
Oh,
Let's go forward.
Truth or lie? The truth. Shut up and dance.
all right, so we on there winning some cash, and in the end, me and the team brought home a nice jackpot to split down. So if you guys want to check out the episode, I think you could go over to a link like this, BBC Co. This is me grinning from ear to ear, man. I really need to learn how to smile better, but this is the gang. You know what I'm saying? We're on there winning it and doing it major. All right, so guys, before we get into this whole J. Cole debacle, in the recap, I want to keep my eyes on the charts. So I have 3 charts open up, and this is gonna tie into, the whole discussion, the whole discourse I want to have about J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, okay? Currently, we are attending his wake. The whole internet is in an uproar. What has he done? But we're gonna get into it in just a few. So let's go to the Billboard charts, and as you could see, in number 1, it's Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. And this, let me slow down. This is what makes that Kendrick Lamar diss so impactful, because it's a hit record. The people have decided, the people have chosen, the people have spoken. Okay, Future, Metro, Kendrick Lamar, they were in the kitchen, cooking up. They served the platter. The people indulged and tasted, and they decided this is a smash. So this is what makes this so impactful. Okay, so we're gonna just look at the top 10, see who's on the top 10 for the Billboards. Let me see what songs I know, what songs I don't know. So I don't know this song by Benson Boone, Beautiful Things, need to listen to this. Ariana Grande, I heard she was putting out some new music, slept on that. Dijo, End of Beginning, I don't know that as well. And Lose Control, not sure what that is. So Too Sweet, don't know that. Cinderella, I've heard this one. Texas Hold'em by Beyonce, we know what that is. And Carnival by Ty Dolla Sign, with those 2 features, Rich the Kid and Playboi Carti. All right, so the top 10, we see that hip hop is dominating the top 10. There's a bunch of songs here that I need to dive into and get familiar with. Let's go over to the official chart. So if you guys don't know, Billboard is more, I think, US, and the official charts is UK. And this is one thing I wanted to say in my criticism towards J. Cole in general. I know we're gonna get to the apology, guys, but just in general, okay? Like you could see here, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin, number 1. Over on the officials, they are number 10. Okay, so the US and UK rate music a lot differently. You know, we could see that Texas Hold'em is number 1 in the UK, and Texas Hold'em is number 9 in the US. So I think the US music scene is a lot faster paced. And also here in the UK, there's a lot of different types of music too. So like as we get later down into the summer, you're gonna see like a lot of dance music and a lot of different types of, you know, genres gonna be on the official charts, but not really on the Billboard charts. But we're gonna examine it in the recaps, okay? We're gonna be looking at the top 10, maybe we're gonna go down into the top 20s. But one thing I noticed, okay, so we have Future, Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin here on the billboards, number 1. They're on the officials at number 10. And guys, I'm not even gonna do this for the video, but if okay, let's just do it for the video. If we continue scrolling down, we're not going to see any Jermaine. Okay, we're not gonna see any Jermaine. And this is my biggest criticism towards J. Cole, is that internationally he's just not there. Internationally, he's not in the big 3. You know, internationally, my big 3 would be Drake, Kendrick, and Nicki. That would be my big 3: Drake, Kendrick, and Nicki Minaj, to keep it a beat. All right, so there's no J. Cole here in the UK. That's my biggest criticism towards J. Cole. Like, he's a great rapper, but apart from that, just the impact overseas isn't there, unlike his counterparts. Drake, which is major worldwide, Kendrick Lamar, major worldwide. I mean, I've been producing music and DJing. I've been traveling around the world. I've been to many parties, hang out with lots of different DJs and stuff like this. I DJ myself, and I've never gotten a request for a J. Cole song, to keep it a beat. You know, maybe in the US, he's in the big 3, but internationally, nah, he ain't there. 2 days ago, I did a reaction to his 7-minute drill. We're gonna get into this just before we go into his apology, just so I could get a bit more steam off, get a bit more of my thoughts off. You know, my general review was he crashed out. You know, the verse was mid, he was throwing some inaccurate shots. He was talking about Kendrick's catalog. He was saying that Kendrick is not really around. But Kendrick is known for just making major impacts, you know, major impacts. Every time he steps out, like he said, he's a big stepper. Every time he steps out, he makes an impact. And as you could see here, he's really making an impact every time he pops out, you know. So let's just go to my reaction. You have it. That was 7-minute drill by J. Cole, and to be honest, I'm having a hard time, you know, reacting to this song, because in my mind I'm just comparing it to the Kendrick Lamar song, or rather the Future and Metro Boomin song. I don't really want to, you know, dump on J. Cole too much, but I find that this song is a bit mid. It is dancey, however, nothing about it is catchy. The first half was a bit dancey, well, on a bouncy beat. It does have the shock value because he's replying to Kendrick Lamar, and I guess he said it's a warm-up. It's primarily a diss song, so we need to, you know, judge it as such. But I don't find this song to be very catchy or singable, but you know, it is on a bouncy beat, so I guess you could dance to it, and maybe after a few listens, you know, it'll go on me and I'll learn some lines and I'll be able to sing along. But for the moment, you know, this one is just about the shock value. But we love it. This is hip-hop, you know. We love the competitiveness. We love that J. Cole responded in 10 days, you know, in a timely manner. And you know, he did his thing. He did his thing on this track, you know. Are the shots valid? That would be the question. You know, he was saying that basically Kendrick Lamar is not dropping music frequently enough, that he fell off, that he's washed and stuff like this. But is that really true? You know, is that really legit? Is that really true? Is that really legit? Okay, and that was the question. And basically, you know, that's what everyone was saying. Like, you responded. We like that you responded in a timely manner. You're rapping your ass off, but the things that you're saying, are they potent enough? Joe Budden took the conversation a bit further, and he was even talking about J. Cole's tone and delivery. Let me see if I could pull up those clips by Joe Budden. I think it was Twitter. Is it this one? Let me see if I could find it. But basically, Joe Budden was talking about like his delivery. He was saying, you know, maybe if J. Cole could have rapped it a bit more aggressive or a bit more, you know, that it could had more. I can't really find the clip. Let me see. Is it this one? Oh, over here.
That's my issue with this fucking narcoleptic sounding shit.
Let me ask you a question.
That is my issue. This sound like
Ish.
if I was actively looking to cop.
Sound like ish.
No, yeah. Sound like that's your pod voice. When you're trying to be cool.
Like and shit.
Yeah, when you're trying to be cool. Yeah.
Let me see if I could find the exact point. But basically, what Joe Budden was saying was that, like, his delivery, his tone, he was sounding too friendly, too buddy, in his diss song, and yeah, I guess that was what's the word? What do I want to say? The majority. That was the general consensus. You know, that the reply was mid, but we liked it. We applauded the effort, you know, and we were kind of behind J. Cole. We were kind of behind J. Cole. I listened to his album and just the things that he said in his album. And even when you try to analyze the points that he was making in terms of like, okay, me and Drake, or me, J. Cole, are more active. You know, when you did your greatest work, I wasn't really in my prime. And, you know, the other stuff he was saying, like, I was trying to kind of get on board. I feel like there's a majority of, like, hip-hop fans, and, you know, spectators, commentators, you know, neutral people who are just, like, observing what's going on in music, hip-hop, and culture, that they were like, okay, maybe we could get behind J. Cole. Maybe we could kind of see, you know, he said it was a warm-up. Maybe we could see where it's going. But after this, oh my days. All right, so let's go back to the thumbnail. Did J. Cole crash out? After the 7-minute drill song, the crash out wasn't official. Okay, we were excited, you know, we were getting hopeful, we were getting excited for, you know, for the showdown. We're excited for the showdown. We want to see these three tycoons. Actually, I want to see a 1v1v1, but obviously Drake and J. Cole already clicked up. But I feel like this is going to turn everything on their heels. We're going to get to Drake in a second, because Drake needs to strategize a bit different if he really wants to take on Kendrick head to head, because standing next to J. Cole after this,
right? So I'm so proud of
that. After this,
except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord.
What happened 2 weeks ago was the biggest checkmate in hip-hop history in the past, I don't know, decade. The biggest checkmate.
For the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Right? Niggas want to see blood.
And that's the thing. Like, we are excited. This is hip hop. Like, this is like, for someone who J. Cole claims to be like a real hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? He's always referring to, you know, his idols and like past rappers. And I think, where's he's from the Ville. He's not from New York or anything, right? I'm not sure where he's from. That's why I need to do like these videos to get a pulse of the culture. Let's look up J. Cole and see where he's from, so I could be a bit more accurate. So let's see, J. Cole, American rapper. born military base in Germany. He was born in Germany. Okay, so he didn't know that. And he was raised in Fayetteville in New Carolina. But obviously he was with Jay-Z, Rock Nation them. So I'm thinking New York. Let's just get through this and see if we could get off some reactions, because for me, I don't want to speak too badly about J. Cole because the whole internet is trashing him. We applauded, we liked the direction that you were going in, but this now is a big pussy move. Like, this is a major L for J. Cole. This is a major L. This is rap history. This is hip hop history, legacy. This is the first time ever a artist, well, maybe not ever, let me don't say that because I haven't been, keeping a pulse on things for that long, but I've never heard about a rapper apologizing to another rapper for dissing them on a song. Like, what? That's what it's supposed to be. Like, that's what we want. That's the sport. Is almost like, I mean, it does happen in sports where, like, in football, someone tackles someone and, they were a bit too aggressive. They might apologize, but save the apologies for after the game, when we get back to the locker room, when it's all said and done, but not when you're in the middle of the intense battles. And
I was conflicted because one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I don't know if y'all can feel that, bro. I know I don't really feel no way. These two niggas that I just been.
Listen to the way J. Cole just like praising them and just like putting them on a pedestal. Like, J. Cole, why don't you just accept number 3? Like, just accept that you're behind them. Like, what he said? I'm so amazed to be in their presence.
These two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone.
You could see his face is just like in awe, like I'm chasing their greatness. I'm such in awe. Like, oh my days.
To even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out.
Exactly. Like, I feel like that was Joe Budden's greatest critique, or his major point was that you just sounded too friendly. Like, your tone wasn't a violent, aggressive, I'm coming to like take your head off type of tone. Like, you came in like, oh, you're my friend, I don't really want to do this. And like, yeah, I guess he's admitting to it.
And I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone?
And this, my friends, is this is the lowest point of J. Cole's. This is tough. This is tough. When it comes to hip hop beef, this is a major L, But as a human being, as a human, he's talking about his spirit and stuff like this. I think this is a major W. This shows like a lot of maturity for you to stand on stage and just go against what everyone is expecting you to do. It's a major W for you to have this sort of courage. But this is hip hop. We're not here for this. We want to see blood. We want to see war. And I just don't see how the audience is cheering for this. You know what I mean? Like, I would be booing him. I would be like, no, Cole, we don't want this. Like you said, 1,000 people hit you up. I'm sure mad fans are saying, yo, you gotta go.
Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct?
Listen to this guy. Kendrick Lamar just dissed you. He just dropped a bazooka on you, as he said.
As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh.
Holy.
This like goofy as shit. And I say all that to say it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly.
I feel like this is the most goofiest thing I've seen in hip hop. In hip hop. Between rappers. Like, I don't know if this is some new grown, some new level of maturity, or this is just J. Cole. But this is not it, man. This is not what we wanted for hip hop, man. Like, we were looking to like a classic. Well, this is gonna go down as legendary anyway. But I don't know. I was just looking forward to like the beef, like the three of them beefing and sparring, going all the way down throughout the summer and stuff like this. But for you to like wave the white towel and tap out, like, my guy, it was just Easter. We're still like in spring. Are you gonna tap out like in the first quarter? He tapped out in the first quarter. He's waving the white flag. He's like, nope, nah, that's my guy. I love these guys so much. I'm sorry. I didn't. I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to do it. Like, I just don't get his angle. Like, why did he respond in the first place?
And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love.
And he's saying that like he's putting a tie. Yo, J. Cole just set up himself to just get a nasty KO. Like, he just set up himself with like Kendrick to just totally destroy him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Drake doubles back and this is J. Cole at some point in time. Whether subliminally or directly. I just feel like this type of let's be a being. This pussy move, you know, this cowardly gesture, I don't think is gonna be rewarded by, you know, his hip hop counterparts. I don't feel like there's anyone who's really gonna be standing in his corner at this moment. And like I said, I won't be surprised if Jake doubles back and, you know, disses him, or, you know, subliminally or directly. I mean, he is gonna catch like all the subliminal disses, you know, like if Drake said, oh, I'm number one, I'm the best, like obviously that's a slight to J. Cole. I don't know, I feel like at this point he's just accepting being in his own little lane, you know. And I don't understand J. Cole. I don't understand. For the past 3 years you've been saying like you're lyrical, miracle, biblical. You're the best. Your pen is the sharpest. You're talking about you being in your prime. But like if you're in your prime, you're supposed to be like the most competitive in your prime. So I don't understand like why you're gonna jump out, diss the guy, and then take it back after saying that you've been ready for this.
You know, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my.
We're not gonna forgive you. As the culture, as a member of the culture, we're not gonna forgive you, man. Like, you're a super likable guy. You're a really dope rapper, really good rapper. Okay, let's be honest. Out of the three, just like Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, out of the three of them who could just like rap the best, like, J. Cole is really, really nice. But everything else that's going on around him, like with this apology and with the mid response and everything, like, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. I was listening to an act stream and Ack was like, J. Cole is done. He's officially out of. Well, first off, I think the big three is over. Like, the big three of Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, that's over. Ack was saying the big three is Drake, Kendrick, and Future. But I want to nominate Nicki Minaj, man. Like, since we got pussies around the big three, we might as well, you know, just put Nicki in there. You feel me? Because when it comes to international impact, moving the culture, her fan base, her sales, Nicki is arguably a bigger artist than J. Cole. Now, if you're just going rapping skills, I think Nicki's she's up there. You know, maybe that's a different conversation. You guys can let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think about this one? Who's a better rapper, J. Cole or Nicki Minaj? I'm saying Nicki's a better artist in terms of rapper. Okay, maybe I need to dive deeper into like their catalogs or what's not. But in terms of artists, I'm replacing J. Cole with Nicki Minaj. Okay, get that pussy out and get a real pussy in. You know what I'm saying? Get J. Cole out. Let's finish this. Let's finish this sorry apology.
True path, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me.
Nah, you need to get off of stage at this point, man. Like, get off of stage at this point, you know? Let's read a few comments here. I remember you was conflicted. He was right when he named it might delete later. He needs to go delete it right now. J. Cole said T-Pap was boring and felt sick to his stomach Friday. They're tapping out before they even get a chance to miss them. But was conflicted, misusing his influence. I know we all wanted the drama and warfare of words. I was one of them, but mad respect for J. Cole for being the bigger man and apologizing. I fought friends in my younger years over stupid stuff, but that's the thing. They're not friends, though. They're not friends. Kendrick is not treating these guys as friends. You're not friends. Just because the outside code was hyping me up, it's a shady feeling, even if you won the fight, to know that you got played by the same people who cheered you on just for their amusement. And in the end, all you're left with is damaged relationships, a hurt friend, maybe even lose that friendship, all for 15 seconds of fame. Man, we ain't trying to hear that. Like, I could feel those sentiments, him being the bigger person. I think Charlemagne the God, let me see if I could pull it up. I think Charlemagne, how do you spell Charlemagne, J. Cole, he was saying something about J. Cole being the better person and J. Cole not wanting to you know, engage in this type of beef at this point in, you know, his career. He wants to do different things. Let me see if I could find the video. People are disappointed that J. Cole.
I never heard of donkey the other day. What is it? Say it again, Charlemagne. I'm a donkey. Yeah.
J. Cole is donkey of the day.
Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar. If you haven't been paying attention because you've grown as hell, got a family, and don't give a damn what these rappers be talking about, let me give you a quick refresher. Kendrick decided to give a few bars to J. Cole and Drake on Metro Boomin and Future song like that. Do we have some clips of that, Red? The F the Big Three.
It's just big meat.
Okay. Now, this past Friday, J. Cole decided to respond when he dropped a surprise project called Might Delete Later, and on his 7-minute drill,
Disappointed that. I wonder if I could just find the part where he said
your Kendrick diss didn't sit right in your spirit was because you knew you was lying, okay? You knew you didn't feel like that about Kendrick's music. You are an artist, a true MC, so there's not too many people who appreciate what Kendrick Lamar does as much as you do. Kendrick Lamar don't need, that's a discussion for another day. Damn is a great project. I don't know if I have this class. You unhealed heathen.
Okay, I'm not going to spend like the whole time trying to find it, but I know that Charlemagne was saying, Charlemagne was saying? I even forgot my train of thought. I think he was going along the lines of saying, you know, it's a mature thing for J. Cole to bow out and apologize and stuff like this. But I don't know. I just feel like from a cultural perspective, when it comes to hip hop beef, even in dancehall, you know, I grew up in St. Kitts in the Caribbean. And when it comes to dancehall beef, like, it's very masculine. It's very competitive. It's very, you know what I mean? There's no apologizing. There's no sorry, you know? It's just blood. It's just go, 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 you know? So it's left to see where this one is going to go, how things are going to turn out for J. Cole. But this is definitely not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. And then my predictions are, I mean, he's made it so easy. He's made it so easy for Kendrick Lamar to just dismantle him, you know, and basically, you know, deliver a knockout blow. You gave him so much ammunition. And we also know that this beef, this war, potentially was going to be a 2v1. Drake plus J. Cole versus Kendrick Lamar. But J. Cole crashed out. He waved the white flag. He's already crashed out. He's done. Let me go back to my thumbnail from 2 days ago. He's done. He crashed out. He's done. He doesn't want any smoke. Kendrick is laughing to the back like, ha, ha, ha. So Kendrick has so much ammunition now. You know, Kendrick could diss him about, you know, having a weak response. He could diss him about his apology. He has so many ammunition to diss him on, right? So we're going to look forward to, you know, another Kendrick diss or a jab. We know that another Metro Future project is coming out Thursday or Friday. So this week is going to be like a really exciting time in hip hop music. We need to monitor this space closely. I'm going to be on here every day just trying to keep a pulse on the whole situation. We know that we are expecting, we are hoping, you know, as music fans, as people who are into the culture, like we're expecting something. We're hopeful that we have, you know, another moment this weekend coming. Is Kendrick gonna come back and diss them? We're looking forward to see what's gonna happen. But Kendrick has so much ammunition. And I kind of feels like this is where we're gonna kind of touch on Drake, because, you know, Drake was doing you know, a lot of, let's see if I could find Drake's handle. We know that Drake was doing a lot of, I think it's champagne. We know he was doing a lot of, you know, captions that could have been, let me see. We know he was doing a lot of captions that could have been related to the whole I ain't picking up in the text. United with the good. Yo, what are the comments saying? What are people? He probably turned the comments off. They probably turned. You see, you can't comment. I wonder what the comments on this picture would be right now. Guys, let me know in the description. Let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments below if you had to comment on this picture right now after what just happened. But anyway, we know that Drake was, you know, kind of responding to Kendrick Lamar in captions or what's not in a subliminal way. And then he kind of stopped that. He was on tour. The tour is finished. It's alleged that he's cooking up something. But this moment changed the whole trajectory, because Kendrick could come. I don't know. We just need to monitor this space. Just imagine if Kendrick comes back on Thursday, this is J. Cole, bonks him over the head, and then clowns Drake about, oh, you guys are a third-person shooter, but J. Cole crashed out. Is this your buddy? Your buddy's a crash test dummy. I don't know, like in the proxy war, in the war between Kendrick and Drake, which is separate between Kendrick and Cole, I feel like he could kind of use J. Cole as a scapegoat or like a proxy. You know, he could use what J. Cole did to be like, yo, look, this is basically Kendrick could be like, yo, this is your man's, okay? You guys thought you were number one and number two, and your man's crashed out, okay? Kendrick could find a real disrespectful, creative, artistic way to just slam dunk on these two this Thursday coming. All right, so it's an exciting time for hip hop, man. It's a real exciting time for hip hop. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just gonna be monitoring the space and seeing what everyone else has to say. I'm excited to see what Joe Budden has to say about this. I really enjoy his takes. Academics already gave his. He did a 4 hour. Yo, guys, Academics is a beast, man. I just need to take 10-15 seconds just to shout out Act, man. He's been doing his thing for a minute, so consistent. His work rate is through the roof. His value, everything he does is like, Ack is really good. So shout out to Ack. He did a 4 hour live stream just breaking down a 3 minute. Where's the J. Cole video? Let me see if I could pull it back up. People are where's the apology? Anyway, while I look for this, he basically did a 4 hour stream. He did a 4 hour stream breaking down this 3 minute video.
Me right?
Academics did a 4 hour stream breaking down this 3 minute video. I mean, there's a lot of context behind it, everything that happened for the past 2 weeks, but he was going in. He was going in, man. I don't know, man. Prayers up for J. Cole. He said he wasn't sleeping good for the past 2 days. I don't think J. Cole is gonna be sleeping good for a minute, man. Like, it's only between him and his spirit and God, how he really feels inside in the depths of his heart. I don't think he's gonna sleep well, man. Like, if you got thousands of DMs for the diss, imagine this, man. This is unheard of. What you did, this apology, this bitch made apology. I don't know, man. Just like in my reaction, I don't want to go too hard on J. Cole because I feel like, you know, as I said, being very mature, being very human, you know, being very authentic and true to himself in making this apology. Kudos to that guy for that. But when it comes to hip hop and rap, we don't want to hear that. That's a major L. I'm sorry, J. Cole. That is a major L. And I don't know. It's gonna be a tough week for him and his camp, man. Because I could just see Kendrick coming back, hitting him with the back-to-back, getting him out of here, and installing Nicki Minaj in the big three. All right, let's see what else we have for the major music recap. I just want to share big shout outs to Metro Boomin, from one producer to the next. Metro Boomin is definitely killing it right now. Let's see what their sales are for We Don't Trust You. I thought I was going to my Gmail. We Don't Trust You. So We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. Let's go for sales. Let's just see what the numbers are. Actually, I want to click this one because I'm interested. I saw Tyler's name, and Tyler's an artist that, you know, I like her music. I think she won new artist, Afrobeat artist, whatever award she recently won. And I think her new album is out. I've been playing some of her songs on the album. I like the Jump song. I like Water, of course. I think Art is another one I've been playing when I'm DJing out. So let's see. We're looking for Future and We Don't Trust You. Wow. Is this albums for the year? What's this list? Usher, all these albums from this year. I think all of these albums were from this year. So Future and Metro Boomin has the highest selling I guess rap album. Oh, Tyler, your album sales are low. We're gonna get into Tyler a bit later. I think that new Jump record that she has is really, really good. I love the music. It's super dancey. I've been playing it in my set list, and yeah, people have been going crazy for it, you know? They absolutely love it. So we're gonna talk more about Tyler in another stream. Well, not a stream, in another video. Haven't gotten into streaming as yet, but hopefully, potentially, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing live streams. Let me see if there's anything else pressing that I need to touch on before we exit Jekyll's wake. Okay, this is just the congregating point before, you know, his funeral, because I have a strong feeling he's gonna get clunked over the head. No Diddy by Kendrick Lamar. Any other hot takes? I think that's it for me, man. I wanted to do like a major music recap and touch on like lots of different stuff with the music, but J. Cole just took over the entire, like, everyone's just talking about J. Cole and his silly ass apology. Anyway, big shout outs to Metro Boomin and Future. Number one, their sales are what, 25, what did we see? 250K, which is really good. I remember, how many years ago, man? 7? Trying to find Metro Boomin tutorials, downloading the Metro Boomin drum kits and stuff like this, trying to get, like, you know, those sounds and the drums and stuff like this. And just to see Metro on top of, you know, on top of the game, on top of the billboards, it's really good, man. Testament to consistency, hard work, being in the right place, right time, networking, everything that you need to do to be successful as an artist and as a music producer. Let me see what else I wanted to touch on. Oh, there's a lot of music I've been sleeping on. Like I said, I need to go through the billboards and try to catch up on, you know, the music that I don't know, try to get familiar with it. This looks like albums. This is a really, whose Reddit is this? 21, I listened to that. Usher was really down. All right, guys, so I think I'm gonna end the video from here. This is the first episode of Major Music Recap with Kevis Major, where we, you know, react and recap everything major that happened in music over the past week. And like I said, J. Cole stole the headlines. This is gonna be a super busy week for music, especially because, you know, Future, Metro Boomin are coming with another album, so we're gonna be monitoring that space. We're gonna be monitoring J. Cole crashing out for the rest of the week. And yeah, I kind of need to keep my eyes on other genres apart from hip-hop. Festival season is gonna start soon in the UK. Yes, I just need to, you know, keep a pulse on what's happening in, you know, the dance music scene, in the tech house scene. Also on the dancehall front, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this year in dancehall. Pretty much started off slow. I haven't heard any new dancehall song that's really catching. I haven't been actively looking though. Don't get me wrong. You know, let's keep it a bean. I haven't been actively looking, but when a song is good, when it's a hit song, like, it just jumps out, like it's gonna be all over social media. You know, last year when we had Taliban's by Byron Messiah, like, I wasn't looking for it. We weren't looking for it. It was just a hit song and it just jumped out. It stood out. Same as Drift. So yeah, curious to see what's gonna happen in the dancehall scene. I'm gonna be, you know, putting my ground on the boots and be more active in my search for music and for what's hot and just keeping a pulse on the culture. But yeah, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen in dancehall for this year. In my opinion, it started off slow. Hip hop is scorching hot right now, and like I said, I need to keep a pulse on what's happening in the UK, Europe, dance music, and also on the Afrobeat scene. Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, for the rest of the week, I guess I'll just be catching up on music, and handling reviews and stuff like this on Fiverr. Guys, also, if you want to get your music reviewed or reacted to, I'm going to put the links below to my Fiverr gigs. You guys could go check it out there. Also, if you want to see the episode that I was on of Bridge of Lies, hosted by Ross Kemp, I'm going to put the description I'm gonna put the link in the description down below. I'm just trying to think of anything else that's near and dear to my heart before I depart. Is there anything? I don't think so. Like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. What I want to know, sorry about that, guys. What I want to know in the comments specifically is where you guys are commenting from. I'm trying to get a handle on, you know, where the demographic is building and growing in. So it would be good if you guys could let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, I think that's it for the major music recap for today. This was the first episode, you know, and it's only going to go up from here. It's only going to get better from here. Like I said, as a music producer and as a DJ, it's important to keep a pulse on the culture and what's going on. I'm always looking for like new music to play when I'm out DJing, and the people, I feel like people dictate what's hot. People dictate what's number one. You know, the artists, they're just like chefs. They're in the kitchen, they're cooking up. They're gonna do everything that, you know, they need to do to, you know, produce a great meal, a great dish, a great product for us to consume. But if the people say nah, it's a nah. And if the people say yeah, it's a yeah. So clearly, you know, We Don't Trust You, it's a yeah. What's the name of the second album? Metro and Future second album. The second album is gonna be called This one is called We Don't Trust You, but the second one is gonna be called We Don't Trust You 2. Anyway, whenever it comes out, we're gonna be all over it. We're gonna be review. No Diddy. No Diddy. I need to. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna tap out at this point. It was a pleasure bringing you this content. Like and subscribe. Again, drop a comment down below. Feedback would be great, so I could know, you know, where to improve on, what type of content you guys want to see and stuff like this. Like I said, just trying to keep a pulse on the culture. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.